Firefighting is a science, but with new materials being used to make products, it's not always clear how those items will react to fire.
The town of Amboy is using a fire simulator to help prepare firefighters to safely extinguish flames from different sources. Cameron Jacobs turns up the heat and takes a look inside.
I call it the firefighter's playground. We're not in there to battle the fire. We're in there to see how the fire behaves. This is some invaluable experience for firefighters to get to see this behavior in a safe environment.
Right now, this program has become extremely popular. We've taught this now throughout the Midwest. The Sauk Valley Firefighter Program, through flashover and fire behavior, we're up to almost 3,000 firefighters in the Midwest have been trained with the simulator provided through Sauk Valley Community College in Dixon.
A simulator that literally puts aspiring firefighters inside a real fire.
So those simple doors replicate us, firefighters, right, getting to the fire, forcing that door, and entering in. One of the things that they don't get to see very often are the actual stages of the fire. Many times when we are called, the fire's progress to a stage where it's already vented itself. You've got heavy content on fire, and we don't actually get to see the stages of the fire and how the fire grows, builds, and potentially flashes over.
Knowledge of how a fire reacts could be the difference between life and death for both victims and firefighters.
Which means as firefighters, we need to be tactically ready to recognize those conditions, through the smoke conditions, recognize how we're going to fight that fire, which may be different than the way we did things 20 years ago.
Training that will leave you walking away with something new every time.
So I have been involved in flashover type training, but you learn something new all the time. And that's something with the fire service. It's always evolving.
Homes are burning quicker as well with all the products of combustion in a home.
This is a non-survivable condition for victims, non-survivable condition for us.
With new appliances and conveniences becoming more common in everyday homes, firefighters need to stay on top of how fire will react with different materials.
Look at this. 13 seconds and all those hot gases just ignited.
If you think about what's inside your house, you've gone from cotton products to polystyrenes. Polystyrene couch, it's basically solidified gasoline. The folks in their homes need to realize they only have seconds to get out. That's the reason why we close before we doze. Sleeping with your bedroom doors closed can give you more valuable seconds to get out of a burning structure, especially our elderly. We need to make sure our elderly are closing the doors, and that way if a fire were to happen, it allows them more escape time out of their homes.
That was Cameron Jacobs reporting. Firefighters are kept safe by sitting below a simulated floor. However, the heat and the flames are very real. So without question, do not try any of this at home. I think that just is obvious.
That goes without saying, I think. Do not do any fire experiments unless you have a full suit.
Yeah.